My life before Christ was a very dangerous life, being in drugs and being an alcoholic and pushing drugs across the Caribbean to international scene and to become wealthy. And then I realized that my life was going down a wrong path. And then I become so irritated, so angry when I see other guys getting rich and I'm not getting rich. And so my path there, so I got to get rich. And that was my life before Christ. Wanted to get rich and drive all these fancy cars and have all these women following after me. How I came to know the Lord. I came to know the Lord while trafficking drugs to England. And on my way there, through Heathrow Airport, I was stopped and searched, and a quantity of drugs was found in my suitcase. And right there and then, I know my life was over, and I was put in jail to wait to be tried. And while in jail, I realized that I have got to go to chapel to where somebody was preaching about the love of Jesus and how Jesus can set us free. So there the man was preaching about the love and the freedom of God in one's life. And I accepted Jesus in chapel in England sometime, and then I realized that my life is the best thing that ever happened to me, accepting Jesus Christ and make a difference in my life. How is my life different now? After becoming a Christian, I realized that my life is totally different, because the thing that I used to do, drinking and doing drugs, after processing time, I realized I don't do these things anymore. And what I realized that when I used to get hungry and upset, I realized that I've been given love from my heart. It's something I never used to do. And then I began to work with other people to realize, oh, I love doing this, because when I became a Christian, I realized that it's the best things, and I begin to give love. I begin to work with people. I begin to understand that there's a different lifestyle that I can live and still enjoy what I do in life. What is my hope for the future? My hope for the future is to leave a legacy for my children and for my family, a spiritual legacy, and leave a legacy that people will say, wow, Donovan, life has been changed, and you have left a legacy behind that other people can also follow, and able to say, there's a pattern right here that they can follow, that life has been changed, and there's no more if and but about the lifestyle and my future that I've left behind. My future now is that I'm going to be the best God has me to be, so others can live an example of the spiritual legacy that I left behind. I would love to say to anyone who's watching this testimony, the life in Christ is great. There is failure, but you can get up and move again. You can always see your fault and know that God has cleaned you up from everything that you have done in your past. Now my future is bright. I will encourage any person who is watching this to know that Christ in your life is great and will always be great. God will always be the God who will always look down and pick you up and set you free at all costs.